Lovely starshine lights my way to bed. Magic rainbows glisten in my head. Just like a child, I live in Wonderland.
Hi, and welcome to Handmade by Ditsy Tulip. I'm Mel, and thanks for stopping by my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a little peek at a fabric that I've designed myself. I've really enjoyed doing this, and if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen some bits that I've shared along the way, but I've just come back from holiday and the little sample that I ordered was on the doormat, so I just wanted to share that with you and just share a little bit about the process that I followed in order to make the fabric. So it's only a tiny sample. So I really wanted some fabric of this style, so with nice simple roses and little bumblebees with the types of colours that I use a lot, so kind of pinks and mustards, and I couldn't really find anything anywhere that took my fancy. And you will have seen from previous videos that I've been learning how to use the Procreate digital drawing app on the iPad, and it's super easy to design your own fabric on there or design a pattern that you can turn into fabric. So that's what I decided to do, and I'm really happy with how that came out, and I'm going to order some more so that I can make a skirt. Let me just bring it in closer so I can show you. So you can see nice little roses which were really simple to draw, and then the little bumblebees. So I got this printed from a company that somebody recommended, Lovely Dawn from Instagram. She recommended Woven Monkey. So obviously your usual place to go to get your own designs printed on fabric would be Spoonflower, but this company are quite local to where I live. They're in Derbyshire, I think, which isn't too far. So I thought I would support more local businesses and get it printed through Woven Monkey. And the way that it works is you obviously do your own design, and then you turn it into a repeat pattern, and you then upload that image, that repeat pattern image, to the website, and there's a selection of different fabrics that you can choose to have it printed onto. So what I've done is I've ordered a sample pack so that I can see the different types of fabrics that you can get it printed onto. I wanted to be able to actually feel them and see what the texture's like. So I'll go through in a second and share more with you about the different types of fabrics that you can print it onto. What they also sent me is a colour chart for future designs. So if you want specific colours, this shows me what the colours are like printed on the fabric, and it gives me the codes that you can use. So I'd just put those codes in my colour palettes on Procreate, and then it would match those colours perfectly. And it also gives a couple of samples of how the colours print on different types of fabric. So you can see this one is a stretch poly, and the colours are much brighter and more vibrant. You've got a cotton poly blend where you can see the grain of the fabric in, if you can see in a little more detail, and then this is a cotton half Panama, so this would be more upholstery, that type of thing. So it just gives you an idea of how the colours print on different fabrics as well. So what I thought that I'd do is just do a bit of a screen recording just to give you an idea of how I built the pattern on Procreate. So each of these different elements I drew and painted separately on the app. So I did a leaf as an individual item, I did each of the roses as an individual item, I did the bee on its own and these little pink flowers on their own, and then saved them all as images with a transparent background. And then what you can do is build them on top of one another to create the pattern on however you want the different elements to be laid out. So like how here I've got 3 leaves and 3 roses, whereas here I've just got one of the leaf stems and 1 rose. If you've got them all saved as individual little elements, you can build it in different ways. So what I'm going to do is just flick over to a screen recording just so I can show you what the interface looks like on Procreate. You really don't need to be an artist. I am by no stretch of the imagination an artist, so you know, you can look at like for example for the bee, I looked at a photograph of a bee and then use that as a reference just to kind of build the basic shape and see where the shading is and things, and it came out really sweet. Let's just show you close up. So yeah, you really don't need to be an artist. So let's flick over to the screen recording and I'll show you. Okay, so here I am in the Procreate app. This is the different elements that I've used to make up this fabric. So for example, here's the leaf, which I've simply painted it on and then added some detail and some texture. Here's an example of one of the roses. So it's a simple circle where again I've added some texture and some shadows and highlights, and I've done those in the different colours. Here's an example of where it's all pulled together. So it's just 3 leaves with 3 of the flowers, and I've added a bit of extra shading. And here's the sweet little bumblebee. So again, just used a photo as a guide and drew and painted him, adding some highlights and shadow. What I've then done is pulled it all together into a swatch, but this isn't in Repeat yet. You wouldn't be able to simply upload this and turn it into fabric. You need to turn it into Repeat, and I actually use a different app called PaintStorm to put it in Repeat, and I'll just show you that so now. Here I am in the PaintStorm app. It's simple to turn a pattern into Repeat in this app. You simply switch on what's called seamless mode, and then that turns your pattern into a repeat pattern. Now you can see this wouldn't work as is because there's loads of white gaps. So what you then need to do is move the different elements about or copy little bits so that it makes it repeat. So I just want to show you what it looks like after I've done that. So I'll just put it back on to seamless mode. And you can see there now those white gaps have disappeared because I've moved the different elements about. And it's as simple as that to turn a pattern into Repeat. Okay, so I hope that you found that useful. I did, to help me to kind of work out how to use Procreate properly. I have shared before that I've used a few different Skillshare classes. I will put a link in the video notes where if you go to Skillshare using the link that I share, you can try Skillshare free for 2 months. So I'll link the 2 different classes that I use to help me to do this. I do get paid a referral commission type thing for anybody that does sign up to Skillshare through that link, so please only access it if you're happy for that to happen, of course. But I did find the classes really useful, and it's supporting other creators then with generating a bit of income through their Skillshare classes. So yeah, one of them shows you how to build the pattern and put it into Repeat purely using Procreate. The other uses 2 different apps, so Procreate to create the pattern, and then another app called PaintStorm to put it into Repeat. PaintStorm I didn't find a very easy app to use, but putting a pattern into Repeat was really simple, but I wouldn't be using that for the actual painting side of it. It's way too technical for my digital drawing capabilities. So I will be ordering 2 meters of this to make up a skirt. I nearly forgot that, and I was going to say bye, but I wanted to tell you the different fabrics that you can make them out of. So any of these fabrics I could get that printed onto. You've got a poly stretch. You've got a jersey. It's a poly jersey, I think. I don't think it's a cotton jersey. You've got active lycra, so if you wanted some fancy leggings or sports top or something like that, you've got that. You've got scuba, so I was definitely thinking of maybe making a nice toaster sweater or something like that in my own design. You've then got plain cotton, which is what the sample is printed on. You've got cotton poplin. You've got cotton sateen and a fine warp cotton sateen. You've got a cotton drill. You've got a cotton half Panama. You've got a cotton linen. You've got a bull denim. You've got a georgette. A Forks linen. An organic half Panama, and then finally you've got a soft canvas. Can't lift that up. Soft canvas, a satin. So what I was definitely thinking of is getting some satin printed in my own designs for nice linings, because I do find it quite difficult to get a nice fancy lining. And finally a soft velvet. So there's quite a lot of choice. The one thing that Woven Monkey don't do, which I like to use a lot, is cotton lawn. I have found another company that does cotton lawn. I can't just remember the name of it. I'll put some text in if I remember what that's called. So I might try them as well. The prices vary, so I think the cheapest is £19.99 a metre, and I think it goes up to £25.99 a metre depending on what fabric you are choosing. And of course they're different widths. So for example, the canvas here is 56 inches wide, the georgette is 53 inches wide, so you just need to make sure that you're checking the sizes if you were looking at doing this yourself as well. That's it, that's what I wanted to share today. I'm really excited about this and can't wait to see how this turns out when I get a full couple of meters of it printed and make a nice skirt out of it. Of course I'll keep you fully posted on how I get on with that, and of course I wanted to also check how it washes and things like that. Now I will be able to, going forward, as I say, I want to test it in that first myself, but you can also list your designs for other people to be able to order fabric to be printed in it as well. So that's definitely something I'll look at doing. Loads of people on Facebook have asked me if I will look into doing that, and the way that it works is you just buy the fabric directly from Woven Monkey, so you can choose the right amount and the right style, and it doesn't cost me any outlay up front, and then I get a small royalty commission for my design being used. So I'll keep you posted on that, but I wanted to, as I say, check how it washes and things like that before I did anything along those lines. I'm already working on a second design, so I'm working on a autumn stag fabric design, because that's something I've wanted for a few years and haven't been able to find it anywhere. So I'll keep you posted on that, getting closer to the autumn months. Any questions at all, do just ask them in the comments below and let me know what you think. If you've made your own fabric at all, then feel free to share a link to any blog posts or Instagram or anything like that where you've shared it. Both me and I'm sure the people that watch the channel will be very interested in seeing that. So do let us know if you've got anything to share. So that's it. Have a wonderful week, whatever you're up to, and I will see you very soon.
All my dreams are coming, all my dreams are